Hello guys, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel where I share with you quality content regarding the financial markets. So in this particular video, I want to do a deep, serious breakdown on my expectations for gold this particular week, the current trades or that I will be expecting to take on gold for this entire week. So for those that know me, they know that I trade gold, I trade USD, I trade Nasdaq sometimes, also trade GU sometimes. So those are the only pairs that personally I'm currently looking at. So for this particular video, I want to share a serious breakdown on gold. Then in the next videos, I think I'll also break down US30, Nasdaq, and so on and so. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video because I share these videos almost each and every single time, making sure that people they understand what is going on the market. So without wasting much time, I also do synthetic pairs. Those that know synthetic pairs, I also trade synthetic pairs. Your volatility 75, I also trade them. So you also find videos on crash and booms, volatility 75 here as well. So if you notice what happened here, this is the monthly time frame now. We just want to have an overall picture of what's going on. That was a major break of structure there. If you notice, that was a major break of structure. So that major break of structure there, if you notice that major break of structure, it actually resulted in gold creating it's the highest price that gold has reached so far. It's around 2076 there. If you notice, so here this is now inside structure now. So according to the monthly, this is the extreme low. That's the extreme previous high. So far, it's also still yet to create. So I can say basically for now, this is our current highest level there, right? So I can say this is our current structure according to the monthly. That's why, according to the monthly, when you look at it from the monthly, it can even come as far as there, according to the monthly. But now when you go down lower, you realize that there are other levels that it must break inside there before it even comes all the way down there. But this is just a longer term projection. But your current inside levels, you realize that your current range, your current trading range, it will be just stuck between that high and this low, and maybe this other medium level there. So basically inside here, that's where you'll be focusing on. So going down to the weekly time frame, if you notice what I said. So weekly time frame, I can put this like this, or I can simply come and put it like here, which is our current highest point there like this. So this is our current range of focus for this entire week, for this entire time I mean. So here, if you notice, you want to identify what really the market did. If you notice, this high was not broken. It was not broken. It was not broken. The market was failing to break the high. But eventually now to the downside, you realize that this low here, it was actually broken there. Breaking of this low, breaking of this low to the downside there is what we call a change of character. A change of character, it simply means it was creating these higher lows, but eventually it broke those higher lows. So that's why here, the break here is the one that I'm calling a change of character there. So that's a change of character, as you can see, change of character there. So after I changed character, gold actually gave very beautiful opportunities when it came back to the previous high that changed character. That was a major opportunity that one could have taken advantage of when gold came back to this high, the high that swing high that changed character down. That was an opportunity. That was an opportunity there. That was an opportunity to actually maximize the sales from there. So now, just looking at this simple structure like this, gold, according to this simple structure, it has to come break this low and create a lower low because it's now a bearish order flow market. It's now a bearish order flow market. So there, upon the rejection there, you could have taken beautiful swing sales from there, beautiful swing sales from there. So, so now the focus now is identifying the current best entry point. If ever you didn't take that entry, remember I said that was a swing opportunity that you'd have caught from there, right? Even coming down, going up after this change of character here, there's a way you can enter this reversal trade Obviously, I'll share that in the next coming videos. But for now, we want to look at what is going on right now. So what is going on right now? If you notice, if you look at inside structure, remember this is external structure. This low and that high. That's the external structure. Inside structure, you realize that it was going up. It broke structure there, here, inside change character here. That's a minor change of character, inside change of character, basically. After that one, it went on to break structure inside there as well. Inside break of structure there. So inside, according to internal structure, you notice that gold is still bullish according to internal structure, right? It being bullish according to internal structure like that is what can also block or what can actually still make gold to still continue going up, right? That's the only reason. So where is it gonna change internal structure? That's where you are going to see now that your range, your current trading range is only limited at this level, right? If ever you're going to take any trades, let's say you take sales, which will be reversing this internal, which will be opposite to this internal bullish order flow. It means the only level will be that level. So once it comes, it breaks here. That's a change of character down, man. That a change of character down. Then that do now. So inside, if it breaks here, that's an internal change of character. It can give you a pullback before a continuation like this. So inside, it's still bullish. Inside is still bullish order flow. Inside is still bullish order flow. Inside gold is still following bullish order flow. You see, we broke this high, created a new high, higher low there. We have a high there. Currently, it's still coming down. Maybe to create a new higher low. So on the weekly already, we have details already. So we go down to the daily. After I go down to the daily like this, after I go down to the daily like this, let me just put this high like this. Right. After you go down to the daily like this, there's a clear break of structure. You can see clear break of structure. Then I showed you how you could have caught those cells from the top. I showed you whereby according to the monthly, the weekly, that was actually change of character came back to the zone. You would have taken swing cells from the top there, right? Taking swing cells from the top there. If you notice sub-internal structure now, sub-internal structure, I'm referring to this, right? If you notice your sub-internal structure here, where was your previous your previous higher low of that sub-internal structure is this one, right? Which also changed character here, right? After it changed character like that, it also now means that this reversal, which is still a reversal, we still consider this a reversal, right? So long it doesn't change character down there. So it's still going down. How do you know that it's still going down? You can see that here it was breaking. It broke here. Here it came and broke here as well. But already they at the top, I can see they left something there. They left a supply there. Don't think that they've forgotten about the supply. No. All they are doing, they know that there's a lot of liquidity here. That's just a trade that is coming maybe in the next coming weeks, next coming months. But that's liquidity there. There's a lot of liquidity here. So this liquidity, they will come and take it out. They will somehow they'll come. They may not come this week or next week or whatever, but they will definitely come and take out that liquidity before they'll come tap into the supply, then drop. So here currently internally you can see that internally they are they are dropping lower low, lower high, lower low. So internally they are still also sub-internally they're also still bearish like that, right? So they can still proceed to what level? There's a level here at the bottom, which is a very strong demand there. So this is the demand that I'm expecting them. If they want to continue with this external bullish movement, they must come there before they shoot up like that, right? So that's also another bias or of expectation on gold. So basically, after I've noticed that this is now my current range of focus now. Remember, I told you this is the other range. This one now, for now, the sub-internal levels, they are now at the levels of focus. You see here, it broke structure down there. After it broke structure down there, we have a swing low there. We have a swing high there that broke the swing low. We have a previous low there. So if you notice here, just this range already, you can see that this is a bearish order flow, right? in as much as it's bearish order flow, I can notice that at the top there, they left a certain order block or a certain supply zone there, right? And just below it, there's adjustment that is bound to be collected. So right now, this is our current bias on gold. I talk if you watched my previous videos on gold, whereby I did the breakdown, I showed you that you would have actually caught this counter, this bias to the upside. You could have actually called them. Right now, you could be holding this bias, right? You could be holding, or you could have taken some profit there on this highs that where price rejected there, or upon the change of character to the downside inside here, right? So this bias, you could have caught them. That was a simple trade after this break of structure. Ever since around August there, you could have caught those buys nicely. Same as these sales coming down, you could have also caught them nicely. There was a proper way of catching them nicely. If you notice that internal change of character, after I got the internal change of character there, if you notice that the market came back, uh, this one, especially especially this one. Why? Why? Because there the market was now giving you bearish order flow vibes there. So here in this case, you can notice here, internal change of character there, internal change of character, it came back to test a supply there. You could have actually caught swing sales from there. Swing sales from there, you could have targeted this low here. Why that low? Because the market was now creating, was now, or it already began to give the bearish order flow movement. So basically, you would have targeted that extreme low there as your target for those sales, right? That was a swing trade down. Same thing going up, because after that break of structure, you always expect a pull back into a premium zone before a continuation. Pull back into a premium zone before a continuation. Where is our premium zone? Our premium zone is any zone above the 50% range. And if there's any untapped, like this zone here, an untapped order block, that, that, that is at the top, they'll come to collect it. So in this particular case, you see that internally, they changed character here or here. You can put it here. They changed character there. So mainly now, I think what is now just happening, this is following just this internal order flow. This internal order flow is also complementing with the external order flow. This one is bearish, but this one, remember, after they break structure, they always, after they come break structure, they'll pull back into a premium zone before a continuation. So now to facilitate the pullback, they have to pull back following and also respecting the principles of order flow. So now, according to the principle of order flow, they change character there. Change character there. They left a certain demand there where I'm anticipating swing buys to the upside. That's a level that I'm actually anticipating swing buys to the upside on gold. So I'm also expecting you to take those swing buys. You wait for the market to come into that range. Once it comes into that range, wait for a rejection. Once it gives you the rejection there, you can actually enter swing buys from there to which your target is here, which is the extreme supply there that you're anticipating sales from. So currently, this is what is happening on gold. So the week actually started, you can see here, someone can say trend line breakout, blah, 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 blah. Yes, you can see the trend line breakout. You could have ended on the breakout there. You could have ended sales. You could have ended sales there on the breakout. You could have also ended sales also based on this, right? There's no problem with that. There's no issue with that, right? There's no issue with you entering sales because of this, right? The only thing is whereby you don't know, when you don't know when the guys are going to come back and collect liquidity. That can be only your only hindrance to consistent profitability on the market. So yeah, there's a chance that they can come back to this supply zone. Why? They know that they would have collected liquidity, right? So even if they don't come back there, we know that we are headed towards the downside, which is also this level here. But internally, currently now, you can see that internally, they're still stuck in a form of consolidation. There's a form of consolidation here. That's a consolidation zone. Consolidation zone. What is the consolidation zone? Same highs, same lows. They're still stuck in consolidation there. So basically, when they're stuck in consolidation like that, it's still because you can say sell at the top, buy at the bottom, but you don't know when ultimately they are going to break out of that. So for now, you'll be taking scalp trades inside there, scalp opportunities inside there. If you enter from the top, you scalp to the bottom, top, up until so if ever they break down to if they break to the downside, we might have something like this come down to our level, then they shoot up, right? So if they break down to the downside, there you can take sales all the way into this demand, then you take buys from that demand, targeting that previous swing high there at the top like this. This one will be your target there. So that's how I'm actually anticipating to enter gold. That's how I'm actually anticipating to enter gold. Remember, this week, it's actually, we actually have some oncoming news, incoming news, CPI, PPI, all those forms of news are coming. And so, yeah, if it comes up here first, you can actually sell from there to this level. But even if it doesn't come there first, it's still fine, right? It's still fine. You know that you take sales from here, right? So this is the current bias, my current setup on gold. This is my current setup on gold, my current setup right now on gold. This is my current beautiful setup on gold. Let me just also do you GBP USD, right? Let me do GBP USD. Then in the next coming video, I will do for US30 and Nasdaq. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you don't miss any single video. Like the video, share the video as much as possible. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any single setup or any single breakdown that I'm gonna do. So make sure you don't miss any single video. Make sure you are. So this is GBP USD. It's also a very beautiful GBP USD. If you have been trading GBP USD for a very long time, you know that it's an aggressive pair. It's an aggressive pair which is also volatile. That was a major change of character there that happened long back then, 2005. After that, the market kept on dropping. So from that high, you notice that we started to create swing lower low there, swing lower high there, swing lower low here, swing lower high there. This was a swing lower low there, same high there, swing lower. So you should notice, if ever you're this understanding, just you having this understanding or being able to analyze the market the way some of us we analyze the market, you can actually safely say gold has been on a major bearish order flow since 2005. You can confidently say that. What position traders do now, they can hold their trades for years, they can hold their trades for months and months and months of holding. So this is a zone that maybe GBP USD might come, but it will take years for it to come back all the way up there. So because it still has these other levels, mini levels to come and break to, right? It still has these other mini levels to break there. So if you look at the current range that you're focusing on, you're focusing on the current swing low there and the previous swing high. That's your current range. Well, so long we don't break there, we'll still be stuck inside there. So if you notice, this was a clear break of structure to the downside. Clear break of structure to the downside. After the break of structure, we had a pullback. The same thing that I've been teaching you. After a major break of structure, the market will always pull back into a premium zone before a continuation. So here, if you notice, I have a supply there. I have a form of supply zone there. They didn't touch fully. You can also say, someone can also come and say this is an order block, right? There's also nothing wrong with that, right? So basically, I'm still anticipating it to come and fully touch there. So our monthly buyers, you can see break of structure, market is still in a overall bearish order flow externally, right? Externally. So once you have marked, so yeah, the only thing that I would do on the weekly is to refine my zone. If you notice on the weekly, there's an extreme supply there where you can actually anticipate some huge moves from there. This one also, don't think that they've forgotten to tap the supplies. No, they haven't forgotten. They haven't forgotten about that. So those are supply zones that I'm anticipating, because remember, if it's going to still maintain this bearish order flow, it can come give a rejection, then boom, then drop all the way from there, right? This is just an overall lookout or an overall analysis of what might happen even in the next coming days, so that when I refer you guys back to this video, you know that I would have spoken about this before where it happened. So this is also a demand that can also be tapped before maybe the continuation up, because inside structure, you can see inside structure, they changed character here. Almost the similar thing to gold, but the only difference is the time frame here, the time frame where it's happening. So that's a change of character, clear change of character to the upside, change of character there. They also left this inducement, which is a form of liquidity. So most probably they are going to do a similar thing, touch, take out the inducement, then they shoot up. So them coming to touch there, that will be, you will sell, meaning you will sell to buy, right? So already I'm showing you what is going on GBP USD. Right. So this is the demand there. Once you refine it to the daily, that's the demand there. Once you want to refine it to the daily time frame, that's the demand. So you can actually use this demand as a target for the sales that you might enter coming down here, right? These counter buys to the upside, you would have called them. These buys to the upside, you would have called them using breakouts, even the confirmations of shifting order flow. You could have entered all of that, right? But that's not our focus for this video. Our focus for this video is identifying what you're currently looking at. So here, retail traders, they are already seeing a breakout, right? Which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Breakout retest, you would have actually entered sales. There's nothing wrong with that. The only problem is when you don't know when they are going to come and collect liquidity. So here they came, tapped that supply dropped. That was also another sell that you could have taken, targeting this trend line. Once the trend line is broken and retested, you could have also gotten more sales there, right? So let me see now what happened internally, so that we know what the action to take, for now, right? So internally, you can see this was a clear change of character to the downside. The same thing that you saw on gold, creating that change of character to the downside, is the same thing that we are seeing here. Change of character. Once we have a change of character to the downside like that, it means we're now dropping, we're now going down. So is it going down? Remember, I said ultimately, I'm anticipating to come to this because above it, there's a lot of inducement liquidity that is bound to be collected. So this one, I'm expecting a drop before a shoot up. From this zone, we'll be anticipating shoot up swing buys there. So moving on to the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame, you can see there's a clear change of character there. Clear change of character. On the 4-hour, there's also a zone that might most probably come to be tapped if it wants to reverse back there. Remember, the market doesn't just go in a straight line, it also goes down respecting order flow. That is a supply that wasn't tapped, and below it, there's also a form of inducement that can also be collected before the market goes up. Here you can see there's a clear, clean. There's a clean trend line breakout, right? A trend line breakout alone is not good enough to give you a bias or to help you make your trading decisions. No, you need extra confluence. You can see there, equal highs there. You can actually use this as your other target, that inducement there, and also anticipating it to be taken out, which can also be your other target there. It can also be your other target. That can also be your other target. So those will be the targets for the buys that you take. Once you have buy confirmations, remember, after a change of character, market makers, they can't keep on buying, they can't keep on selling below there, so they will push price back up into a premium zone before a continuation down, right? So already you'll be anticipating this, but for that to happen, it also must change the internal order flow of this movement, right? Because remember, this was a low, that's a high. Then here, for us to say this is a low, this low must change internal order flow, right? That's the only way we can say that's now our swing low after it has changed internal order flow. So let's go down to the 1 hour. Let's see if we can get other details that can help us to make a decision on GBP USD currently. It's also looking fresh, also looking nice. GBP USD and other currency pairs, they are so good when it comes to swing trading. If you want to swing trade and you want to make maximum profits out of swing trading. Focus on focus on focus on currency pairs. Focus on currency pairs. Focus on currency pairs. So this is the change of character there on the 1 hour, which is what I like basically, because already we are having some. So yeah, this trend line breakout, you could have entered your initial trades, which I call the liquidity generating entries. After you've entered you've entered the liquidity generating entries, the next thing that you must also do is to know when those liquidity generating entries are going to be taken out and used as liquidity. So that one, that's one you can say a breakout structure, which is fine because the market was coming down, right? Breakout structure coming down there after it broke structure. So now your current range is this one. This is your current range of focus on GBP USD. This is our current range of focus, because if it's going to continue in this current bullish or bearish order flow, it will come and drop from this what do you call this, that supply zone there, or that order block. So most probably the probability of it coming there is so high, because we already have this change of character, which never happened here. There was no change of character here. Here there was no change of character here. Here, that's where we only have a change of character, meaning this one is actually presenting a beautiful buying opportunity. I'm going to share these signals. I'm going to share this signal today. If you are not part of my signals group, join through the Telegram link in my bio there. There's actually a what do you call this? There's actually a free Telegram group where I share signals and setups like what I'm just doing here. So that's going to be a swing buy there. Swing buying opportunity there on GBP USD. Clean swing buy opportunity. Sweet, clean. So as you'll be waiting for gold to come to your zone, it means you'll be taking the GBP USD swing buying opportunity. So, trading is all about patience, patiently waiting for your major zone of high probability to be tapped. Once your major zone of high probability is tapped, you enter your trade. For example, in this particular case, I'm anticipating the market to come into my zone there. Once it's in my zone, I'm going to enter my swing buys whilst I'm waiting for the other swing opportunities on gold. So guys, this is actually a video that will open your eyes if ever you're new to trading. Even if you're not new to trading, it will help you to actually see how the market makers move, how your fellow retail brothers are manipulated on the market. So help me by liking the video, sharing the video. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you don't miss my next coming videos whereby I'm going to break the NASDAQ and the US 30. The NASDAQ and the US 30 specifically in the next video I'm going to upload is for the analysis and the setup that we are currently having for NASDAQ and US 30. After the NASDAQ and US 30 video, we're going to move on to the crash and boom pairs, whereby you look at your crash 500, your boom 500. We also look at your crash 300, your boom 300. We can also go to crash 1000, boom 1000. We can go to your VIX 75 and other step index pairs. Yeah, so all those videos are coming. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like the video and you share the video as much as possible. This is a swing buying opportunity that we are currently entering today. So guys, this is going to be a beautiful day, very profitable day, very profitable week actually. So once you enter that swing trade, there, it's going to be a very, very profitable week. Trust me, it's going to be a very profitable week. I'm going to do an after video after we've taken this trade, showing you the signal that was given, showing you how we entered, where we entered, and almost everything about that particular trade. So guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next video whereby I will break NASDAQ and US 30. Thank you guys for watching.